Alrighty.
We're ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, action. Folks, Steve got a pool. Here we are once again. And we're doing a liner on a kidney pool. So this pool hadn't been opened in 7 years, and it was just filled with tadpoles everywhere. There was probably millions and millions of tadpoles. And we overcame all that and got those tadpoles moving to a different home. So we got some groundwater, and real quick, let's come over here. So one of my subscribers from Bolt Pools up in Canada, he tells me that, to find the whole location, what he does is, all right, so Matt from Bolt Pools up in Canada, Ontario, he says that he puts a screw in the top here, and I think he said send it in as far as it'll go without stripping it. And then he said he puts one down here too, but I don't feel comfortable doing that just yet because this is the first time I've ever done it this way. So I'm gonna put the 2 screws in the top, and so that one went in a little further. I wonder if I could get this one to go a little further. Yeah, all right. So I guess once the liner's in, all I do is I take my drill, and I'm supposed to be able to back that screw out, and it makes a nice little hole. So we're gonna find out. So Matt, I'm trying your trick. I'm nervous. All right, back to the liner. But even if something went sour, I could still do what I had to. It's new for me. I've never done it. So anyway, cue the Incredible Hulk montage. Yep. See how my left to right. I can tell my left to right is off again. A little bit, not bad. Yeah, a little bit. Slide it back over a little bit. All right. So hopefully they gave us arrows on our brakes. This pool had a in-floor cleaning system that we eliminated. We also eliminated the main drain, which was already eliminated from the plumbing. So but basically we made this pool a little more simple. And 2 returns, 2 in the stairs, 1 skimmer, which is okay. Well, I'm just kind of, oh, I got the hiccup, excuse me. I'm just kind of tacking it around. You can see the arrow right here. So this arrow represents my brake line right there. So now it's kind of hard to get it exactly where I need to right now just because the liner's not fully opened yet. So what we'll do is we'll probably open up the liner You can see they gave us our wall seam right on the stairs there. So yeah, I was clearly a little off here. We'll bring it back around. Okay, yep. So this arrow was way over there. Alright, so now this arrow's closer, it's in the ballpark. So now what we'll do is we'll open up the whole liner, and we should have a center line arrow that'll be around, you know, where that diving or this diving board or that light is. But once it's opened, I can shift everything a little bit better. And we're just going to pull the liner right over that pump. And like I was saying earlier, we have about 20 minutes, 30 minutes before the water comes up to about 2 inches below the vermiculite. So there's plenty of time for us to pull the pump, patch it, clip the liner back in, hit the vacs, and start filling with the water truck. So obviously we're waiting for the water truck. But all right, so what I'm gonna give Mason one part of the liner. Don't really know what part I'm giving him, but once we open it up, it'll kind of, the liner will just kind of sit where it wants to, and we'll be able to tweak it from there. Okay, here we go. Takes skill to drop a liner and hold the camera. Good job. All right, I'll tack in. Okay. All right, I can come grab this from him. Good. All right. So yeah, so it looks a little weird right now, obviously, because you know nothing's where it needs to be, but now we can kind of see. So I do have these liner seams to kind of roughly go off of. Let's see. So this one was easy to see. So yeah, we're gonna call it right there. I do like that spot, so I'll start bringing everything around this way. Yeah. So I'm looking at this seam right here, and you can just tell that the whole liner needs to go down. So we'll shift everything that way. And then it should sit a little bit better on the floor. And get our arrow closer to where it needs to be. All right, so arrow could be a little off. Tough to say. Luckily, these kidneys are super forgiving. give everything a little shifty. Everything just kind of fits a little better. Okay. All right, so I think I still need to move it, but we can start clipping more of the liner in now. This is that weird track. Back-to-back jobs with this track. Once you get it in, it hardly moves out. So it might be a little too much. It's definitely weird. You know, they say that that seam doesn't always represent, but it'd be a bit much. Looks a little bit better. It's looking a little better. A little loose on this side. See what I mean about that seam? Just seems like it needs to go that way more. But the liner's sitting decent, and then that makes this arrow over here like way off. See the arrows right here? Yeah, I don't know. I think it does need to go all the way out. Huh? It looks okay. trying to make sure it's sitting nice, you know. I think our arrows were a little off, but that could have been it for a number of reasons, though. Wow, it's getting hot.
Oh yeah.
They said it was supposed to get super muggy.
Is it? Mm-hmm.
You just feel it. You can feel it. Yeah, see, when I look at it here, it's like all that material wants to... See how there's all that bunchy material on the walk up down there?
Yeah.
So that all needs to kind of come back up here. Like that. Loose. Yeah, I was trying to make that seam. But just, that looks weird. Alright, I'm going to bring some of this back my way. It's a lot of back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
Shift it this way, shift it that way. The sun can stretch the liner. Track's pinched right there. So I got a tool to take care of that. Basically just a gasket puller, but jeez. This is turning into a really annoying drop all of a sudden. Temperature's gone up. Probably 10 more degrees. It's real important to check these coping tracks before you're dropping the liner. It helps to go around with the tool and inspect for areas that are pinched ahead of time so you're not fighting with them when you're dropping the liner. Little advice.
Mm-hmm.
Last thing you want to do is drop one of these tools or pull something concrete behind the wall when you're hanging the liner. So it's real important to inspect your coping track before you hang the liner, folks. I say it over and over again on the jobs. Clean your coping tracks. Clean your coping tracks. Check your coping tracks. Simple. Yep, it's getting hot. All right. I'm not really liking how this liner's sitting. And that's not much I can do. Oh boy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Alright, that looks better.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, that seam on the liner doesn't always represent the break. Not to mention, we did measure this pool when it was like green.
Yeah.
Yeah, another reason that it's important to check that track for when it's pinched is when you have to shift the liner from one side to the other. Get bound up in there. Alright, so let's see if I pull this. All that material on the floor down there should come right out when I do this. See that?
Yep. Got that.
Alright, so I like it where it is here. Alright. This is where we put a vacuum. And I will leave a little bit of it out because this track is very difficult to get the liner back out once it's in, believe it or not, which is a good thing and a bad thing. All right, so I can tell I'm got a little bit too much material right here. So now we got to start kind of cheating it. Definitely isn't much material. So now that I'm looking at it, everything's gonna come right out. It's gonna be a little tight in front of the stairs. Not bad though. You hear that bird?
Yeah. Right there.
That's the bird that sounds like he's in distress.
Nice. He's right there.
Hear him?
Right there. On the fence.
What is that thing?
I don't know.
What's it called?
I don't know.
Zoom in on it. Zoom in on it.
I did.
Oh, you
What
did?
do you guys think it is?
He's talking to you. All right. Oh, he says as soon as we're done, he's gonna fly over the pool and poop on it. That's what he said.
Exactly.
I'm just trying to work out these areas where it's a little loose. Just gotta do a little bit of stuffing. Not much. He said, "Wah, wah." Well, not too shabby, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's I'm hearing voices over there.
Yeah. Tall trees.
So now we're to the point where we're pretty much, the groundwater pumps behind the liner there. We're waiting on the water truck. We ordered the water for 10 o'clock, so I think we're pretty darn close to that. Hopefully they'll be on time. And yeah, I'll get the vacuum set. I'll get the stairs, sealed off. We'll get our vermiculite, mixed up, ready to go in the shade with our stone. And then when the water guy gets here, we'll unhook the majority of the deep end there. I'll rappel down the wall, pull the pump, pack the hole, patch it. Mason will pull the pump out, and we hit the vacs, suck everything in real good. Water can start filling. I'll start doing the stairs and see if Matt Cote, we'll see if Matt Cote secrets. Someone just did a cannonball next door.
Yeah.
You heard that?
Yeah. Having fun.
I'd like to, he said, how was that? So yeah, so we'll shut this down now,
Okay.
and we'll pick it back up when the water truck's here.